Hello, hello, hello. This is the Thursday live that I have every week. It's usually topics surrounding or about prediabetes or type 2 diabetes because it is something that is very important to me. It weighs heavy on my heart. I am standing here doing this recording well under control, but I have personally been insulin dependent and I understand what it's like to be super confused, stressed out, worried, scared, at the end of a grocery aisle, not knowing what to do, what to buy, what to eat, what's next, what's going to happen to me, swinging from 38 to 400 almost on the blood sugar scale within a day. It's not fun, it's stressful, it's scary, and you should not be alone. It truthfully takes a team of individuals to help you get control of your blood sugar levels, to find a way that it works for you, your unique body, your own needs, your lifestyle, what your environment has to offer for you as well. So that was a mouthful off the top of my head. But today I do want to make this as short as possible, try to keep it within 15 minutes. But what I want to talk about is your life out of balance, or your body or your needs? Are they out of balance? Many that I talk to when I first initially talk to my clients or potential clients, they are way out of balance. So how do you know if you're out of balance? Well, is your health suffering? Most likely, if you're watching this, tuning in, you're either pre-diabetic or type 2 diabetic, or maybe you're just kind of curious. But if your health is suffering, your life is for sure 100% out of balance. Something is cattywampus. Something is not, things in your life are heavily weighed in a category and other categories are weak. For instance, your health. So we can all go through tides and shifts. I understand. I've been there. I've done that, where aspects of our life take a priority. Maybe it's a career, maybe it's our kids, maybe it's schoolwork. Different things can throw a wrench in the spokes. I totally get it, and it's completely okay as long as it's temporary. What is important that we recognize when this happens. We need to recognize and notice the signals when we are way out of balance. I have a list here that I kind of just jotted down before this video that are signs there or indicators that you are out of balance. Maybe you haven't worked out in weeks, months, years, or ever. And I know I put workout and I try to say movement, but truthfully, a workout is dedicated time where you're zoning out on and focusing on moving your body slow and controlled, or working on your heart rate, getting it into an optimal range. So I did use the word workout or exercise, but if it's been weeks, months, years, or you can never remember doing it, then you're out of balance. We need to move. Our bodies are intended to move. Here's another one. If you're spending more money than usual, using that retail therapy as a way of coping, maybe a coping mechanism or a distraction, filling a void, covering up some sort of feelings or emotions that you're not wanting to face. Here's another one. You're struggling to stay present or focused. If you can't hold a conversation with your friends or your family without engaging and fully listening, fully understanding what their needs are, what's going on in their life, and truly deeply listening for 30 minutes or more, you're distracted, you're out of balance. Something is weighing on you heavily, probably really stressed out, probably not eating right, not hydrating, not sleeping properly. Whole gamut of different things, probably really stressed out. Eating poorly is another sign or indication that you're way out of balance. Oftentimes with my clients that I work with on a continual basis, if something happens tragic in their life, loss of a pet, loss of a family member, something major, a car accident or house fire, things of that nature, what's the first thing that goes? Their eating habits, right? Their eating habits completely shift to nothing, right? Or really, really, really bad. So eating poorly is another sign or indication that you're out of balance. You're not following through. Maybe you're not even following through with Commitments to friends or family, not showing up when you say you're going to show up, not completing projects, half-assing things, a whole different, a whole bunch of things come to mind, but you're just not following through. Would mean you're way out of balance. Maybe you're overcommitting. Maybe you're saying yes to things you shouldn't be saying yes to. This leads to dissatisfaction with friendships or connections, and that can spiral down the drain. Here's another one. It's been a year or more since you took a vacation or even a long weekend where you completely unplug, you reset, have fun, do those things that you really, really enjoy. Maybe it's just a simple road trip. But how long has it been since you've been on a vacation? Here's another one. You're unhappy. Happiness, I'm going to tell you, is an internal belief. It's a thought. It's a feeling. It's not anything else. I can help you work through that. I can help you achieve that no matter what's going on in your world. But if you're truly, completely feeling and thinking you're unhappy, you're out of balance. Poor sleep is another sign that you're out of balance. What is poor sleep? It's sleeping less than 8 hours solid every single night, or at least being horizontal for 8 hours. You don't have to be asleep, but just really making it a condition that you are recharging your batteries for 8 hours every single night, setting boundaries, setting parameters, having a nighttime ritual and a morning ritual that creates that space and time that you are truly healing and recovering your body and getting that rest that your body deeply needs. Maybe you're really sick often. Maybe you're catching every cold and flu. Your immune system is run down. That's a great sign. Your body is telling you, it's actually saying, slow down, and it will make you slow down. Have you ever been driving down the road and think, oh my gosh, what I would do to be in bed for one solid week and just not go to work or not be mom or dad or whatever it is? Well, the universe will grant you that wish. The universe will make you sick and keep making you sicker and sicker and sicker until you do it. So listen to your body. It's telling you something. Maybe here's another one. Forgetting or having a poor memory, more than usual. So this is a sign that you're out of balance. You're tasking yourself with too much. You're way out of balance, probably not getting enough sleep, not the proper fuel for your body, not hydrating. So many factors roll into that. Here's the last one that I wrote down, and I know there's many more. And if you have some that I've missed, I'd love it if you would comment below and let me know what those are. But lack of motivation or energy. Again, not eating right, not hydrating, not sleeping, not exercising, not taking care of your body. You are going to lack motivation and energy. A lot of people think motivation is going to just fall upon them one day. It's going to come out of the sky. A stork is going to deliver it. It's going to come by Amazon. It doesn't. Motivation comes with starting something, creating a 5-minute, I'm going to do something for 5 minutes a day, and starting. Once you get started, the motivation comes. Here's an example. If you ever looked around your house and thought, oh my gosh, I really need to clean. So what you do is you're like, okay, I'm going to do 5 minutes or something small. Once you start moving, like maybe it's just picking up the garbage in your living room or trash, things that just need to be thrown away. Once you get started, you're like, hey, I could actually wipe down the windows. And then once you get that done, you're like, I have the energy to actually wash the dishes. So here's where motivation comes in, is setting a small, tiny, itty-bitty goal to do something in the direction of the things that you want to get completed. Motivation comes once you get moving. Same with like if you're wanting to just walk 5-10 minutes a day. Once you get the shoes on, that's the hardest part. Once you get moving, you're going, I could do 5 more minutes or 5 more minutes, So it's motivation comes when you actually go into motion. We are like a cell phone battery. We have to be recharged every damn day. So recharge your batteries, whatever that is that you need to do to unplug, reset, feel energized. Just laying in your bed for 5 minutes in darkness with no sound, no music, no nothing, often just simply recharges my batteries. But many other things that I enjoy, and everybody's unique and different. If you need help figuring that out, comment below or ask me. All right, so are you overloading your schedule, overcommitting, putting other people's needs before your own? Could be you. That is a huge overcommitment and can create a huge, enormous out of balance. I see that happening a lot with individuals that are nurses, therapists, doctors, people that are in the wellness or caring industry. They are way out of balance because they're putting everyone's needs before their needs. So giving more than receiving is undervaluing your worth, okay? Giving away your skills or talents for maybe free or nothing, giving away your time for free or for nothing. This will create a huge imbalance. So what happens when you let this continue throughout your days, weeks, months, years? Not only are you going to gain weight, you're also going to feel burnout. You're going to feel resentment. You're going to go and have more doctor visits. You're going to get sick more often, kind of like what I talked about earlier. More visits to the ER. A lot of unexplained medical issues that doctors really just don't know what to do or how to explain it. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. But when they can, they're often throwing medicine at it. But really what it is you're just completely out of balance. You're not prioritizing yourself. So another thing that can happen is depression, a loss of passion. You will lose your drive, self-confidence, and your life experience goes down. So we don't want that. We want you to stay in balance. Not nourishing your body properly, putting other things that aren't nearly important as your health will create poor habits. So you want to carve out time each Sunday and plan out your week. Make sure you have plenty of food, the proper foods, proper rest, proper water, making sure you're getting plenty of movement in your week. So you'll want to prioritize those things that are important to keep you in balance. So that's the sleep, the rest. You can even take naps. Naps are not taboo. Naps are totally cool. Block out time where you're not available. And don't tell people that, hey, I'm taking a nap at that time because they're going to take advantage of you. So learn to say, I'm sorry, I'm not available, or I can't. Or simply say no. No is a complete sentence. You do not need to explain further what you are or not doing. So don't be worried about rejection, right? Your needs are number one. Your needs are priority. You need to think of it like breathing. Okay, so when you give a breath, so you're going to take a breath. When you breathe in, that is taking. Okay, so when you breathe in, you're taking. So creating a balance in your life is like breathing. So when you breathe in, that's taking. When you breathe out, that's giving. So what if you're constantly blowing out? You're going to pass out, right? It's the same exact thing. So you need to be in balance. When you give, you must take. Give and take. It's also similar to saying, that saying about when you're on an airplane and they talk about the oxygen mask. You have to put your oxygen mask on first. Why? Because you need that oxygen to be able to help your friends, your family, your neighbor, other people on the airplane. So put your oxygen mask on first. So if you need help, if you feel like any of this is like, oh my gosh, this is me, I'm way out of balance, I need help with this, please let me know or comment below. I can give you some tips, some pointers, or we can schedule a call and go from there. So I hope this was helpful. I was amazing at doing this today. I wrote all my notes out and I made it under 15 minutes. I'm so proud. All right, so thank you guys. Hi, David. Thank you for saying hi. But know that your health is number one. If you're struggling and you're having a challenge with your blood sugars and you just don't understand why, it is very, very possible that your life is out of balance. Maybe your career is consuming you. Maybe your friendships or your marriage or something is completely draining you. It's causing you an imbalance in your life and it needs to be resolved. Here's another tip that I tell a lot of my clients. There's 24 hours in a day. 8 of it you need to be sleeping. 8 of it you need to be working, creating some sort of form of income for yourself. And the other 8 hours you need to be doing those fun things like passion projects, contributing to your community, things that drive you, get you excited, that make you want to jump up out of bed and do. So that could be hobbies, that could be all kinds of different things. Maybe it's just simply reading or yoga or whatever it is, but split up your day in a way that you're able to accomplish all those things. Divide yourself out where you're refilling your cup and never going empty. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you, David, for saying hi. I will see you again next week, and feel free to comment below with any questions or thoughts. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.